Hi Pisces, welcome to October 2021. This will be your general reading for Sun, Moon, and Ascendant sign. So we're going to get right on started. I'm going to do a Celtic cross with my two new decks, my two new editions. The influence of the angels as well as the Golden Tarot. So we're going to do a general reading. Obviously, this is not going to resonate for everybody, but if it does, please share, comment, subscribe if you're not already, if this is a channel that you would like to support, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping right on by. And I'll do the main spread with the influence of the angels. That's the one with the blue backs. The Golden Tarot have, shocker, the golden back. So let's just see what potentially October 2021 will look like for Sun, Moon, and Ascendant sign of Pisces. We'll do the clarifiers first. And then we'll do our traditional spread. Okay. All right, the here and the now, center of the spread. King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Working on building your own wealth, perhaps. Yeah, we're going to start with this one. It's not even really competing energies. These can work very well together. You could be dealing with an earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I think this is actually what you're going through, Pisces. However, Seven of Pentacles is a word that really brings to mind everybody's favorite word, patience. She is growing her wealth. You can see that all of these little pentacles, and they're all different sizes, only one has been ready to pick, but there's lots of little buds on this one, but nothing is ready, nothing is ripe yet. So she is still working on this. She's still growing her wealth, and it might be because this is the energy that you are aspiring to. King of Pentacles, King of Coins, speaks of stability, speaks of maturity, having all of your, at least, material world in order. He is the top of his suit, so this is the person that has the 401k fully vested. This is the person who has the savings. This is the person who has maybe less flashy stuff. This is the person who has a savings account. This is the person that pays their bills on time all the time. So maybe that is the area that you are aspiring to, or the energy that you are attracting. Okay? Base of the reading, Five of Pentacles. Perhaps because you're feeling a bit of a lack. When things go sideways, when things don't turn out the way we want them, we tend to hunker down. So this is coming from an area of fear. This is coming from a place of lack. This is coming from a place of not using your resources properly or to the best of their effectiveness. You can see that all these people here, there's obviously a lot going on, but all they need to do is turn around and their salvation is right behind them. All they need to do is go into the building. It's traditionally drawn as a church, and it is in this case, but the sentiment still remains the same. It's not using all of your resources, and what you are using, not using them wisely enough. So that could be where this center energy is coming from. You have said, oh, I have too many bills overdue. I can't get that next credit card because I've got too many payments in the rear. I've got too much debt on my plate to be comfortable going forward, which is fine because it's kind of in the past. It's what we're building up from. So this is something that you have already experienced. Speaking of which, let's see what's in the immediate past. The Emperor. This is the card of Aries. You'd notice that from the ram on his chest. Could be an actual Aries, could be somebody born in that April time frame. But it also could be a father figure or a mentor figure that kind of, looked you in the face, turned you around and said, look, this is not healthy for you. Being, not using things to the best of your abilities, maybe a bit of an inspiration for this center of where you are now. An emperor is not only a king, it's above a king. It's the emperor rules over many, many lands, many, many areas. So this could be a mentor. This could be some sort of parental supervisory figure. Somebody who really comes in and says, there's a better way. There's a more responsible way. Here's how to go forward with it. And it's important that you take that distinction. There's a lot of people that can just point your finger and go, no, do better. But they don't really show you how to do it. This is an energy that can show you how to do it, that can show you and teach you the proper way to put on healthy attitudes, to put on healthy spending. And this is primarily where this is going. There's a ton of pentacles, so I'm thinking this might have to do with money more than anything else, although it could be any resource. It could be any resource. It just happens to be presenting in this reading as coinage, as monies, but the same thing can be said for emotional stability, intellectual stability, financial stability. They're all resources. Top of the reading, Seven of Swords. Yeah, see, maybe this is not, this is bookending the past. This is the behavior that you're using or were using. Perhaps you were hitting the credit card just a little bit too much. Vacations are nice. Nice things are wonderful to have, but you don't always need them. So there is that bit of ill-gotten gain, a little bit of that theft. Not theft, but ill-gotten gains. Little bit of sneaky behavior. Well, maybe I won't pay that bill this month. Maybe I'll use this card to pay that bill, to pay that card. And because this one has a better interest rate, I'll use this card to pay that bill, and then I have a balance on both. That's not a great way to spend your money. It's just bad financial karma. And nobody wants bad karma in any arena of life. Justice, yeah, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Things do need to even out. So your behavior, what's that saying? The bill comes due. So if you were behaving badly in any arena, and again, this is just presenting as financial, if you were behaving badly in any arena, emotional, financial, intellectual, anything, if you were behaving badly on a job, in a position of power, perhaps, the bill comes due. So somebody maybe took you aside and said, there's a better way. There's a better way. Let's see what the environment shows. King of Wands, Three of Cups. So we do have another king here. Somebody who is stable in their inspiration, somebody who is stable in their passions, again, really, really at the top of their game. Really, really cares about you, or maybe it's business, maybe it's their business, this person here. And this could be male or female. This doesn't actually have to be a bearded man. This could just be somebody who is mature, somebody who is at the top of their game, at the top of their suit. Perhaps the owner of the building, perhaps the owner of the boss, perhaps the owner of the bank, perhaps it was an actual parent or parental figure, older sibling, somebody like that. That took you aside and said, all this partying you're doing, all this wastefulness that you're putting out into the world, not the healthiest thing for you. It's fun. It's fun in the moment, but maybe you're solidly into your 20s now. Maybe college is over. Maybe high school is over, and you really got to start thinking about the next step. Um, so, yeah, the fun times, you can still have them. They'll just have to be tempered with a little bit more of this work. So that, and it's not bad. Life is exactly what this is. Life is about balance. Hopes and dreams, Queen of Wands. All right, so we do have a King and Queen of Wands here, but she is uh, that kind of super mom. She has the kids, she has the house, she has the high-powered job, she has the all of it. She's got the whole package. And maybe this was maybe both, perhaps parents, perhaps it's a family business and both people sat you down. Perhaps you're taking inspiration from whoever this was. You're taking inspiration of your environment to become this. This is the hopes. Well, I can't be this guy, but I can be this guard. I can be like them in several aspects. So that's a good way to look at it. Overall outcome, Eight of Wands. Yeah, once you stop putting things off, once you start behaving in a better way, and I'm not saying, do better. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. Things can happen very rapidly, good or bad. Like I said, these scales can shift in both directions. Change can come quickly. Change can come for good or bad. So there might be a bit of, well, if now, then when? And if I don't make a change in the near future, the very, very near future, things will be tipping in the other direction. Maybe you're at this kind of tipping point when it comes to finances, or we do again have that match set. It might be a relationship that is really can be very financially draining on you. You may have that partner who really loves trips and dinners and shoes and clothes and lives that Instagram lifestyle, but it's on your back. So that might be a story for someone else. If you're putting a partner through school, if you think you have to purchase all of this stuff to help you keep a hold of this person, and you might really enjoy their company. And might be a whole different story for somebody else, but I'm just putting it out there because it's what comes. Or do they like you, or do they like your cash? Let's get the clarifiers. Six of Coins, more of this balance energy. But in this case, this is the minor arcana Justice. He is, if you look at his face, he's not paying any attention to who's getting any of that money. He's just dispersing it into the crowd. Put your effort to where it will do the most good. But again, you're getting mirroring energy, and you can tell these are two different decks. You guys watched me deal these cards. Mirroring energy. Those scales can skip and can tip in both directions. So you might have hit this kind of tipping point. Justice again. I tell you, you can't write this stuff. Again, the tipping point. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but the cards keep coming up that way. It is a card of Libra. If that may or may not mean anything to you, but on this side we do have more coins, so perhaps a good solid earth sign influence. Ace of Wands and Ten of Swords. Yeah, that may be your indication that you really gotta kind of take the control. Yeah, whoever this person may be, or that purse may be, that trip to Europe or Australia or Africa or Asia may be, it's going to feel great in the moment. But which way are your scales tipping? If you come to this rather grisly end, a new phase can start, a new inspired start can happen. So I'm just going to let you look at the cards here for a minute and let me see if there's anything else that comes to me other than justice. This is something that maybe if you're at one end of the story, you might know that this is something like that you put out into the universe, and now it's time to bring it back and be, and say, okay, I don't need that $6,000 bag. I don't need I don't need to have that Instagram life. It doesn't mean anything anyway. It's just pictures. They're not even real photos. They're just digital pictures. Do I want a future, or do I want a hot Instagram? Which is it? And I think if nothing else, we have reached that tipping point for you, Pisces. Do you want the fake? Do you want the temporal, or do you want something long term? Do you want this Ace of Wands? Do you want the closure that's coming out of this Ten of Swords? And I can't answer that for you. You have to answer that for yourself. And I'll let you think about that, Pisces. I will see you next time, family. Bye.